dragon tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of their dragon friends. Now the adventures never end. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. There's Ford, he's the biggest, not the brave of heart. There's Cassie, so shy, also very smart. There's Zack and Wheezy, these tales are fun, 'cause you know two heads are better than one. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. Emmy wished on a dragon scale, and that's what started Dragon Tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of their dragon friends. Now the adventures never end. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. There's Ford, he's the biggest, not the brave of heart. There's Cassie, so shy, also very smart. There's Zack and Wheezy, these tales are fun, 'cause you know two heads are better than one. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland.
Hello. Welcome back to Deadfire. Hello, Mary. I have a cat in my lap, but no cat and a place to put a camera on. Maybe in a little bit. Let's see. How am I? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? I was going to bed, then I realized my Prime subscription. Oh! Huh, I didn't get a thing. Why didn't I get a thing? Oh. Yeah, now you have the sub thing. Did you just resub? I did not get a notification. Oh, well, thank you, Mary. I'm sorry we didn't get a dinosaur roar. Oh, thank you. I did check my thing the other day, and I'm gonna get a check from Twitch. My first check, oh boy, for $100. Like, I guess the end of the month. I don't know. I just want you to have Jeff Bezos' dirty money. For how much? It's $100 is when you get a check. You have to get to $100 and that they owe you before they will send you any money. Why don't? Oh, we do have We do have sound. Okay. That guy, that line just wasn't voiced. Alright. So we are here in the city. Congratulations on your $100 birthday. Thanks. Is this like a... No, this is just a thing. Okay. What was our... Let's see. So we're in the big city. We are in Nekataka. We have not left this first district of Nekataka. We stayed in it all last time doing quests. I think we still have some quests. Oh no! Okay, go to bed, Mary. Get some sleep. Hope work is not too stressful. I will have fun, thank you. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. That's in the other zone. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. Yeah, this. Okay. I had talked to Luca inside the Valiant Trading Company. He was in the bar, but we couldn't talk to him when he was in the bar. He said, like, yeah, we had talked to him during business hours, basically. So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure when business hours are that he is not there. Because we talked to him, I thought it was like during the middle of the day. This is also a little weird construction. Like, why is this not open? Oh. Do not close Pillars of Eternity 2. But the system is low on memory because somehow Deadfire is just an enormous resource hog. Alright, that should be okay. Is he still in here? Oh, I gotta turn this on. He is still in here. God darn it.
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Do you have anything to talk about this guy? No. Why is this guy here? This is really annoying. This fucking Radiant AI scheduling shit. Just says you can head inside and talk to Luca. I'm like, but that's not. He won't talk to me.
That lulls me to sleep. It pulses like a heart in
Well,
my
that's
hand.
annoying.
If you find that comforting, then...
Let's see if there's any, oh. How do I talk to him? Okay. No one actually seems to be having this problem. Can we, like... I don't think there's, like, a wait in this game. Oh, there's a wait. Never mind. Okay, I feel like at midday he was... I don't remember when it was. I thought it was like around midday. Okay, let's try this. Did not know that this is now in here. Alright. Let's go check if he's still in the fucking bar. Because if he is, I don't really know what to do here. I'm also really hot for some reason. I don't know what's the deal. Okay, he is gone. Alright, let's go to the Valiant Trade Company then. Maybe he just has really early work hours for some reason. I don't know. I mean, maybe I was wrong about the timing last time. I have to go back and look at the VOD. Okay. Yeah, hi Rosa. Aww. What good baby. She's being very cute, but nobody gets to see right now. Not yet. Maybe a little bit. Burp, burp. Okay, so we don't know where he would be. And of course, we have this tiny little view distance in this game, which annoys the shit out of me. Oh, there he is. The clerk busies himself about the room, favoring you with a brief glance. He rubs under his eyes and exhales through his nose.
Diverus, the Royal Deadfire Company lacks subtlety if they send you here.
He shakes his head, mildly disappointed.
This room stifles already. Must you crowd it further?
Insight. Lucas' shirt is spotted with a number of faded purple stains that you recognize as droplets of wine. Someone has tried unsuccessfully to wash them out. Yeah, I mean, we also saw him at the bar, so... Noting your interest, Luca tugs his jacket closed.
The service at the tavern are clumsy. Most clumsy, indeed.
He clears his throat and fans at his neck. I spoke with Tamueno outside. You have a claim on his tribe's land?
A lawful claim, I might add. No matter what the native says to the contrary.
Yeah, don't give a shit about your fucking native claims, buddy.
He
Or
showed
your
up with
legal
a forged
claims.
Contract, as if I wouldn't know the difference between our paperwork and theirs.
He gestures submissively out the door.
Tawenu is lucky I only seized the forgery. The Gallet is too good for his kind.
There must be some agreeable way to sort out Tawenu's problem.
Your villager friend would do well not to stand between the company and our prize. The company is allowed to solve problems as we see fit. And right now, Tawenu is...
Rosa? What's going on, Rosa?
Besides, lying is second nature to the Ranga heir.
God. Oh, God. Fucking racist assholes. Rosa, what are you doing? I cannot pet you with my feet. Stop trying to lay on my feet. When you want pets, you come up here on my lap. I don't have time to solve this politely. What does that mean? Yeah, you want to be high? I mean, I know what the purpose is. We're talking about the Duape homeland. This isn't right.
This is the homeland they signed away for money, Ak.
No.
I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more dignified use.
There's Rosa. Yeah, you saying hi, Rosa? Keep negotiating like this, and you'll drive the Juana into the arms of the Royal Deadfire Company. So when you mentioned you were anxious about talking to him, why?
The crown has been known to grimace at our client tribal privileges.
He steeples his figure together and chooses words with care.
We do not allow local trouble to stymie us so that Rawatai can steal an advantage.
You're ashamed of this practice, and you don't want to admit it.
Tostenago, the company has every reason to congratulate itself. Now move along. I have larger matters to resolve than the fate of one insignificant island. This room stifles already. Must you crowd it further? This again? Precomplan, can it?
Keep negotiating like this, and you'll drive the Juana into the arms of the Royal Deadfire Company.
This is... Look, true enough. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done.
Luca worries his brow. The company loses nothing by letting go of an island they never had.
I would be remiss to uphold one contract to the detriment of our operation. Go on then. Some of us have more important duties.
Alright.
Yeah, right.
Hurrah.
We're awake
Akira,
right
you
now,
return.
aren't we?
What say, friend?
Chody, what the hell was that? Luca listened to reason. Ish. Dwapa will keep their island.
Akira, I cannot believe. A light after our long sorrow.
His smile broadens and Tawene slaps your shoulders with encouragement.
My village is modest, but I came prepared. I set aside a few gems for trading. They are yours by right.
God, he's okay. Jesus. This is... Oh boy. No charge. I don't need the money.
You are a friend of the Dwape. We do not forget.
Tawenu smiles, rolling his shoulder with the ease of one who stands suddenly taller.
Come closer, Watcher. We should speak.
Wait, who? Oh, you. You weren't here before. So you weren't. Do we, how's our reputation with Loth? Alright, we're getting there. The Juana. Royal Deadfire Company, I think, is the one we haven't gotten yet.
And here I thought Tawenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Audra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong.
He's got a weird voice. It's very flat. I'll just say nothing. I'm a fan of saying nothing usually when I'm like, I don't know you're not prompting me to say anything, so.
Suspicious, are we? With this region spiraling into a whirlpool of shady dealings, I don't blame you. The Valian Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island in all but name.
She shakes her head in sighs.
And the Hawana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts, and nothing but black powder will remind them who truly owns Deadfire.
I assume that she is from the Royal Deadfire Company.
If you have any inclination to aid the Huana as a whole, rather than save one pitiful village at a time, you could do worse than tour Imperial Command at the Brass Citadel. Pay us a visit, why don't you?
That's what I figured. So we still don't know what's in here, other than presumably sewers. And I don't really want to get into sewers until I have to, so... Alright, so we did that. That means we don't need to go anywhere now except for... or anywhere in this district. I think we can leave the district. So we go to east, go south, we go to north. I guess we should go north. North is the palace, I believe. That's what we were told. Who are you?
Aethys, light of spring, son of the world, thou givest me life and purpose.
Were you here all the time?
God shepherds us all, traveler.
Oh.
Seek out his temple along the sacred stair, that thy path shall be made clear.
Uh-huh. Aha. So we are down here. Wow. The Gullet, the Brass Citadel, the Sacred Stair. Okay, that's where that guy wants us to go. I didn't realize that would be that direct. I guess that's where the Temple of Gaun is, which we do need to go to for a, I think for Adair's quest? Religions. Hylia, Andra, Magran, Marath. It's weird to call that religions, I guess, but imports, exports, limited monarchy, races. This is a very D&D stat block. Island Amawa, ocean folk, coastal Amawa. Folk are humans, by the way, if you're not familiar with this setting. So, ocean humans, which is coastal humans, obviously. They're not like mer people. They're not necessarily, obviously, just for if you don't know. Savannah folk, mountain dwarves. Well, I mean, I guess we go up here. Wow. Alright. It's a long way. It's been an hour walk. I guess it's like a couple of miles. For if you're walking for an hour and a half. It's like, I don't know, depends on how fast you go, but it's a number of miles, but I guess it's not that long. Hi, Rosa. Where is Dio? Okay, well, we can unplug the camera and put it up, but it won't. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It will not last the whole time since it's not gonna be plugged in. There's a kitty. Alright. Okay. Exotic herbs. The dark cupboard. Freshman's millwork. Cuisine. Raiments. Archimere's Manor. The Water Shapers Guild. That's cool. This place is pretty. Who are you? It's an imp. Huh.
Hot
lobster skewers, crusted swordfish.
Curious lantern. Trying to buy Jodie's lantern? Wait, I thought that came from her. Maybe it came from this guy.
Today's catch, I say. Fresh and hot, spiced to the tongue of outsider and local alike.
The vendor gestures to a bed of hot coals in his wagon. A flavorsome scent rising from the bundles of meat-stuffed loaves. Show me what you got. Show me your moves. Forgot about our inventory of cuties. Wow. Those are fucking expensive ass meals. Oh, hi, Dio. You can jump up there with Rosa? Oh. Yeah, there's lots of people who are apparently offering. That's apparently just a regular line.
Postinago. You have truly put your foot in it this time.
Diagnos, huh? What have you put your foot in?
Adotella, you go to visit the Luminous bathhouse, yes?
A Valiant term for an unmarried woman. That's presumptuous. Perhaps. Why do you ask?
My satchel. Like a fool, I left it inside.
And you can't go back and get it. Why?
My ship is due to sail from Nekataka
Oh,
with the next
there's
high
a kitty.
tide. If I do not find it, my Casita will surely throw me overboard.
Your captain.
Merla, I cannot swim.
Look, Forrest spreads across his face.
I would go by myself, but the guards, they bar the doors to me without my Casita present.
They
think I am a thief.
He stares at his feet, his hands an anxious twisting knot in front of them. Why can't you ask your Casita to retrieve it then?
I would rather her not discover my incompetence.
His eyes dart to the side as if looking for something or someone just outside his vision. I'm sure she's well aware. Fuck. He bites his lower lip, uncertain whether or not to take your words at face value. I said, I'm an understandable concern. Are you a thief?
No, of course not.
His eyes widen in fright as he waves his hands frantically before you in a warning gesture. I'll let you know if I see it.
Gelade, you mean it? Agrasima, Agrasima, I am in your debt.
The air of misery suffusing him lifts for a moment. His eyes go wide and he grins. You notice a light sheen of sweat on his upper lip. He shifts his weight from foot to foot and stares at you intently.
There is one thing. Madiko, how could I have forgotten?
He tugs at the collar of his shirt as if he's suddenly much too hot.
If you could, do not open the satchel. The contents are... The information is...
Sensitive? He searches for the word.
Proprietary. You understand?
Well, now I can't wait to see what's inside. I would never. Normally I'm very honest, but this is,
When I first saw you, I knew you were a trustworthy sort. I knew.
Oh, they think this is funny. Okay, that's good. He clasps your hands in his.
Please, when you find the satchel, meet me at Peddler's Canal in Queensberth.
Oh, okay, you're not going to be here. Sure. All captains are warned to avoid the Adra Colossus. Yeah, I'm sure they needed that warning. Well, maybe some of them did. I don't know. Ducky. Rasper? Rasper? What a nice doggy. If 5% of incoming hits converted to grazes, and your party's more effective with healing spells and potions.
Huh? Sure.
Did the queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
Water flowing through this timepiece keeps this mechanism in constant motion. Now it's a water clock. That's cool.
You have no right to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkmir cares even less.
Arkmir is an archmage of worldwide renown. Spellsbringer's name focuses largely on illusion and pain. Qualities that he prizes in his personal life and teaching philosophy. Oh boy. Over the years, he's fostered dozens of students, but none have graduated from their apprenticeship to Arkmir's satisfaction, often content to leave his service in bitterness and resentment. For the Archmage's notoriously unfair treatment, he lives in Ekataka, at Puriki's Overlook, where he operates a local magic shop, the Dark Cupboard. Wow, great. What a dick. The Amawa woman clutches her fists at her sides. Her severe features are caught in an unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for Rawutai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
The more calm and composed Juana smiles, turning when she notices you.
If you've come to see Arkmir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
Did you say wizard business?
Arkmir could be drinking Koiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
What did you want with Arkmir?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawattai.
Wait. Why would Rawattai be reclaiming a Juana tablet?
In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
She gestures to Natehi?
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The queen sent me to remind you both.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what is this? This is if I was a wizard, okay. But since we know history, an intact primary source is a rare find for the Huana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
Is there another reason you both want the tablet so badly? The pair goes silent and awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing in different directions.
There are things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it.
So what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkmir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkmir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Oh boy. Natehi blinks at her in shock. It takes a moment to smooth down her creases in her uniform. Yeah, same reaction. People are really not afraid of racism.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
I have questions for Natehi before you go.
For me? I could use a reprieve.
Whoops, we missed something. But Natehi watches Tamara skulk away, turning back to you only when she's gone, and lets out a heavy sigh.
These are frustrating times we live in. What say?
Natehi opens her palms, inviting you to speak. I had questions about the tablet.
Akira, I say the relevance of the Harapo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It could even... Sorry, you go ahead.
Why is the tablet so important to you? Or what could the epic tell you about the Juana?
The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors. The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription.
She touches her bottom lip and glances off to the distance.
We could even... I've lost you, haven't I?
Why is this
I
tablet...
tend to go on.
Why is the tablet so important to you?
It is important to all who call the Deadfire home. I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted.
We can?
The epic is supposed to contain information on...
I guess we have some information, or we have like one reputation as the Juana, so... Kaizo is a mythical island rumored to be somewhere in the Deadfire. Some legends regard Kaizo as the wellspring of Juana culture, others tell riches beyond measure. All agree that Kaizo vanished after cataclysmic storms, volcanic eruptions blotted out the horizon. Okay, so Atlantis-ish.
Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps. Stories are also important to the Juana. Much of who we are is still missing.
Did you know about the epic before it fell into Archimede's hands?
Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago. Unfortunately for Rakua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck.
Oh. Why is the Royal Deadfire Company? Well, I assume because of this island. It's Atlantis. They want the money. They're just like, oh, a city of gold.
They think the tablet can show them...
Natei stops herself, weighing her words with care.
Well, the way to Ukaizo.
She sighs and regards you with unease.
Akira, it's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first.
Alright.
Akira, the pleasure is mine.
Stop saying Akira! Any ideas on retrieving the Harappo epic?
There's always Facina, Archimede's apprentice. No love lost there if whispers are true.
Natei shrugs.
Archimede seems to enrage those of his inner circle, not excluding the imps.
Alright. Thanks. So we could go to the... I guess maybe we actually should talk to the other lady, just because to talk to her we're going to have to go to the Brass Citadel, whereas this lady's just going to be up in the
You look thirsty. A drink, madam?
up in the palace. Hi, Fiona. Hi, TV watching.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Imaita inclines her head and gestures to the wagon loaded with kegs. What do you serve here?
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence.
She smiles.
Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
Show me what you got. Show me a moose. Grog, 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 grog. Milk. Alright, let's take a step in this person's exotic herbs. Just need everyone to pronounce their name for me before I have to read it.
Why, hello. Kutstili at your service.
Kutzli, I think? She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
What makes you think I got here recently?
It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you. Give it time. It'll pass.
She reaches to brush a curl of fur behind her ear. I wonder if you still get that if you're actually from the Deadfire. Her gaze wanders towards Seraphine and lingers there, then she pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly. Aww.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Flashing a crooked grin, Seraphine bows to the herbalist. Aloth sighs through his nose. How is that irresponsible, Aloth? What brings an herbalist to Pariki's Overlook? Oh, who is Pariki? Oh, an explorer and founder of the Water Shapers Guild. Okay. It's time for her research into ancient Wana society. Okay, interesting.
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after.
She smiles. She's got that southern accent.
Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Pariki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
She shrugs. Yeah, it's not like Chodi's accent. It's different. I like that. Show me what you have for sale. Apothecary's gloves. Alright. Twisted root doll. Oh, it summons a vine lurker. Interesting. Yeah, a bunch of drugs and herbs. Living steel. Oh, interesting. Awakened wood, yes. That's what you get from killing the tree monsters. Living iron. Okay, well, that's interesting. So those are just crafting materials, I assume. Oh, sorry, lady. You have a hilarious hat.
Never met a lock I couldn't crack. I've done it good and well.
Thief's Buddy. Motion of the attuned self. Okay. Glaive berries. We're stealing your money, by the way.
Yeah. Right.
If you have money problems, let me know. Sorry, I gotta go test out hilarious hats. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh, it's really good on everybody, to be honest. So, let's see, what if we do this? Yeah. Well, those both work well. I like Adair actually makes it work. Like, he's got the cowboy look. He can pull it off.
Huh? Sure.
Sleepy kitties. Alright, let's head into the dark cupboard. I mean, most cupboards are probably dark most of the time. Right? Because they're closed.
Norland Cajun back? They don't let you have those in Deerwood anymore. That one's in pretty good condition.
It's like the Indian in the cupboard, you know? Well, let's not steal anything.
I got nowhere else to turn.
Oh, this is a cutscene.
He's going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Berteno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice.
Stop it, Chody.
Hey, come back with that. Madiko.
Oh, because we can't interrupt him. He's just like, bye! Just literally clipped through us. I'm like, okay. I guess that happened. The dark covered living quarters, that's interesting. Shop imp. Oh, talk to the shop imp.
Shop imp, greetings.
The imp mutters something dark and hateful under its breath. It regards you with narrow, wandering eyes and flared nostrils. Hi, Holvac. You have done literally nothing today except play Ni no Kuni 2. How's that going? That sounds fun. Hopefully.
Buy something.
He makes a rude gesture towards the shop's wares. Why are you so hostile?
It's not hostile. It's just imp.
He bares his teeth and hisses to emphasize the point. Aims a fearful glance toward Facina and lowers his voice.
Is imp and is sad.
His expression falls. New sags, wrinkles, and edges grow definition. Aww. Think you're about to finish the penultimate chapter? Labor troubles. We gotta unionize these imps.
Facina spends too much time away from shop, leaving me to fend for self. His bad enough master won't let me leave stupid shop.
Unemployment rules. Well, I mean, you know, if you can afford it, yes, I think that's true. So as long as you're comfortable. So you're not angry after all, are you?
Imp's complicated. Kids think we have two big emotions, angry and happy.
Expect to be working maybe even this time next week? Oh, wow. Well, this is the only way that unemployment can roll, yeah. He smacks his lip and stumbles on the longer, more nuanced words.
But Kit can't smell imp spray. Jovial spray. Melancholy spray. Creative spray. Imp spray all over everything.
To accentuate the point, a little puff of foul-smelling effluvia wafts out of an orifice that was not evident a second ago. Great. I'm really not comfortable with all of the various, like this guy now, and the Cobalt equivalent, I can't remember what they're called offhand, where they're, like, sort of intelligent, but not quite to human intelligence, and they can talk and stuff, but they're also just generic monsters sometimes, and it's like, Why do you think Facina spends so much time away?
She hates her work, hates Arkamir, hates me. Reason enough.
He counts on each finger, then balls his claw into a fist. Back to my other questions?
Go on, I don't care.
Show me what you have for sale. Stand up for imp rights. I hope so. Well, we had a thing, we got that thing about Arkamir and how everyone hates him, so maybe we can get to what we need via someone, a discontent employee, which the imps were mentioned, so. Oh, this is a grimoire. I don't know if there's anything particularly interesting in this. That's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know how good that is. Call to Slumber is good. Equalizing Burst, huh? Oh. That's cool. Wait, why is it a 2.5 millimeter radius plus 2.5 millimeter? Why is that? I don't understand. Freezing Pillar also, I think, is good. It has a very long cast time. I think that must be all the cold spells, just have a long cast time. Yeah, I don't know if that was actually that good then. It was better, I think, in the first game. It was decent. Killing Bolt. It's raw damage. Oh, non-spirit felled by attack will summon a specter. Petrification. Not gonna show me what. Okay. Yeah. Do not need that, but interesting. Scrolls. Oh, it's got some cool weapons. I mean, some fine weapons. Primal Water, huh? Oh, here's some more magic shit. Magic Quarterstaff. +2 all plant ability power levels. That's cool. if you were using those. Just an accuracy with fire attacks. There's a lot of fire resistant stuff though. Singing Scimitar, which is for chanters. Lysandria's Devotion. Ooh, +1 enemies engaged. Oh, that's just because it's a shield. That's not special to the shield. Keep getting fucked up by it has the like default properties of the weapon or item will also be included down here, rather than just the magic properties. +1 health restored. Okay. +5 all defenses against spells. Summons a random scroll into an empty quick slot at the start of combat. Huh. That's not useful. The Dusty Black Grimoire. Yeah, you can't learn spells from grimoires anymore, so this stuff is less useful. Well, that's interesting. Weightless Grimoire. Huh, on Black's pole. Wow. 100% chance to reflect against spells for 60 seconds. Oh, up to 50 spell levels. It's like the D&D ones. That's not as good then. Spark and Flame. Oh, look at all those. Just blow shit up spells. Lengrass Martial Masteries. That's cool if you want to do that kind of wizard. Gwyn's Bridal Garter. Huh. Amulet of Health. Sure. Grimoire of Vaporous Wizardry. That actually seems like a pretty decent grimoire, but I don't need one. Not that much. The Horned Bones of a Godlike. The plaque simply reads, "Shoplifters beware," without context. Okay.
Easy as Merkberry. Now that's dealt with.
Fortune for a pun, good madam?
Wait, what? Oh. Hello. You're a oh god. Oh no.
Do you wish to hear your fortune?
The puppet in the box cocks his head to one side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. Oh boy. We can become big. Interesting. What's your story?
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience. I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
Taps the coin slot and winks at you. I wasn't aware it was possible to bind a soul this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animance's Tower in the Sacred Stair then? No need to gawk at me.
Did the Juana have any problems with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad smile.
I can't blame her. The Juana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
He stares at you unblinkingly, daring you to call him a liar. Okay, give me my fortune. Puppet's eyes close, and he sepals his fingers. You hear gears whirring and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see a fork in the road. There's a statue of a human. Someone in robes. Take the left fork. If you go right, it could get ugly. Don't ask me why. I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
You're not very good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true. Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
Bye. Alright, let's talk to Fasima. Oh, another thing to unlock. Oh, wow. Our mechanics skill is too low to even do it.
That flaccid batso.
The young wizard clutches the countertop, looking if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
You had none of that, huh?
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fasina.
She grabs a fistful of her hair and sighs. What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back.
These are probably literal fingers, aren't they?
He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Oh, they're gloves. Fasina cradles her brow and groans. Strange that the constructs didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Flustered, she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. What aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Berteno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Fasina coughs into her fist and avoids eye contact. I mean...
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Berteno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
If you can get me inside Arkemir's manor, I'll get your gloves back. Eh?
I cannot tell if you're stupid or very, very stupid.
She shakes her head slowly, weighing the matter.
Bring me the gloves and I'll give you the key to the front door. And we never had this discussion. Deal?
Yeah, that seems good enough.
I do not know where Berteno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Fasina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked.
I wanted to talk about Shop Imp, your little co-worker.
I hate him from horn to hoof. More than once I've caught him smearing feces all over our selection of cloaks. Not that this should dissuade you from buying one.
She coughs into her fist. I think he's sad because he spent time away from the shop. In a strange way, I think he likes having you around. She studies you, wearing your words with a doubtful if interested expression.
No. We are talking about the same little flying stinker? Maybe I ought to be nicer to the little thing. We both hate Arkemir, so we have that much in common.
Yeah! Show me what you have for sale. Oh, the same shit. Which I guess makes sense. Hey, Shop Imp. Guess what?
I've seen her much nicer lately. Said hello before she kicked me. Progress, eh?
Shop Imp gestures toward the wares in an encouraging manner. Alright. Well, that's great.
I see no gloves. Then, no news?
Fasina gives you a hopeful look. Tell me about yourself. I have not left the shop.
Of he of many colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
Fasina sighs and waits patiently for you to speak up. I mean, man, you need a better Like, if you haven't learned anything, you need a better wizard to apprentice under. Like, Aloth learns really fast, and he's not an apprentice under anybody. You use a lot of honorifics when you talk about Arkmir.
Ah, he makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship.
She grins, glancing left and right.
To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Oh. Bye.
Sure.
Can we actually go down here? Is this fine? I guess it is.
You might find this interesting.
Whoa. Oh, it's just a fine robe. Well, that's great, though. I guess we'll take the hood. Lucina's journal. The misery of this apprenticeship. Medico. Arkmir saves only the most tedious errands for me. I'm not going to learn anything from this trial. I must find some way to steal enjoyment from it. Whenever Arkmir claims to be deep in study, I will find him wandering the halls wearing an illusory face to trick his imps. Fools them every time. Sometimes I think he came to Deadfire to be alone with those nasty things, and he spites me for getting in the way of his fun. Shortly after he left town, I stole one of the robes he keeps in his bedroom. The imps thought I was their master. Fed me cheese and ale for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, I returned the robe when I was done. Maybe it's not too late to start enjoying myself.
Easy as Merkberry pie. I've done it good and well.
A troll hide belt. Just restores health over time.
Yeah?
Let's equip someone with the robe. Possibly, well... No. It does. We lose our fashion. Everybody's got some good fashion. Well, maybe we'll just leave it right now. Let's see, the belt. Do you have a belt? You don't have a belt. Oh, that was just back up. I thought that was actually, there were stairs down. That makes more sense, though. This is his mansion, which is locked. Very high difficulty lock. Get. Jewels! Oh, look at jewels. More effective with healing spells and potions.
The sea is true home. Not smelly mountain.
An engraving at the base of the statue reads, Pariki, first guild master of the Water Shapers Guild. She looks downcast and introspective. Worthless idiot. Who is that?
What you want?
Oh, it's another imp. The imp recoils from me with a sharp hiss. What are you doing out here?
Arkmir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkmir not home.
A mischievous grin splits the imp's bony features.
So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls.
It sighs down at the vista of ocean and docks. Your name is Worthless Idiot?
Those Arkmir's big words. Gave name, but worthless idiot no understand.
Worthless Idiot wriggles a finger in its ear. I'm pretty sure he meant it as an insult.
That's so? Worthless idiot should ask Stinkfoot or Catbreath what they say.
Oh. How can I get inside Archimir's manor?
Sprout wings like imp, huh? Fly up the balcony.
The imp bats its wings. Bat extra hard for emphasis before pointing at the highest level of the neighboring manor.
Doors are for ground meat.
You want to set sail and eat gulls? You're welcome aboard the God's End. The imp takes in your words, size widening to the size of moist saucers. The flap of its wings carries it closer to whisper in your ear.
How often you beat your crew, huh?
It doesn't whisper at all, and the question sends a ringing through your ears. I don't. Not yet, at least.
No beatings? None?
It blinks, struggling to encompass the idea.
I join crew? I join crew!
The imp flutters in an excited little circle. It points out the distant shape of Queen's Berth and salivates at the sight of gulls landing on the riggings of the God's End. Hi, Billy. Billy says it's pronounced Gary. Alright, well, we recruited an imp who could not help us get into the manor. I thought one of the imps would help us. I was hoping. You invited that imp into your crew? Disgusting, says this random trader. Oh, there's all these berries to pick. Pox caps. I don't know if those are good. Seems like that might be bad. There's a bunch of locks around here that are very high level. Ooh. That's not really worth anything, but... Do I already have Quaro clothing? No, not that specific one.
The Lord's foot, Senator. Bullet our cap.
So I'm not stealing the padded armor. I probably should steal the padded armor. It's worth money, if nothing else.
What am I on?
As far as I know, there's no reputation change or anything for stealing, so... Let's see, what was it? It's this one. That's cool. Hello.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable garb, I'm happy to oblige.
The dwarf tips his head in a curt, professional manner. You're a tailor?
I've been known to rip a seam here and there, patch some shredded gear back into shape.
His expression shifts, turning sour.
Thought I was an armorer, did you? Assumed that my tree stump limbs and barrel chest lend themselves better to the forge than the needle?
Why would I grab him? That's not what I meant. I was just... Forgive me, I meant no offense.
If it's armor you're after, Marihi will set you up. She's got a knack for metal.
Points out the door and jerks his head to the east. Like an hour to the east, probably. Mantle of the Seven Bolts. Burglar's gloves. Ooh. Well, those are good. 3 trolls stitched. Oh. That's interesting. Superb robe. Ooh. And it looks so fancy. Ooh, more Principe clothing. I don't think we have that one. That also looks cool. Nagati's girdle. Huh. Interesting.
Bored? Right.
Go out the door. Oh, okay. So let's go to this bathhouse before we go to the Water Shapers Guild. Oh, I guess we just go here. How does these people, all these people know that I hired an imp? Is it like going around telling people? Well, hello, Gainer. That's clearly how that's pronounced. Oh, this is the other door. Udine, Undine, Bathhouse Steward, Herwin, Amreo. There's a lot of people with the names here. Maru Warriors. Alright. Oh, they're, well, there's just some butts. Alright then. Well, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I guess this is the water shaping district. You are greeted by a tall, carefully composed man. The crescent moon in the center of his forehead glows faintly. Up close, the careful tailoring of his opal-adorned robes and their immaculate cleanliness speak to a deep well of vanity. It's an actual godlike. We almost never see them as NPCs.
Welcome, I am Ganor, owner and proprietor of the Luminous Bathhouse.
He stares at you for a moment, evaluating you, and purses his lips. So he knows we're distant, so he doesn't like us.
My guards will not hesitate to expel any rowdy or obnoxious individuals. Mind your manners, and you will find no quarrel with me.
What do you have for sale? Do you know a boy named Degnos?
Casita Vetta's servant? The irritating one? Yes, he was here tending her just a few days ago.
Ganar waves his hand dismissively and rolls his eyes.
He tried to sneak into one of my rooms and told me a pathetic sob story when he was caught. I had the guards toss him out on the street.
He smiles, well satisfied with himself. What do you have for sale? Oh, these are the rests. Oh, so you can rest in the... This works like a tavern. That's interesting. 1 max power pool. Wow, that's cool. What is this shit? Import adventure. Where do these come from? Weird. Oh, I forgot we have that other guy who's not really a...
My friend, you return. If you require anything at all, you need only ask.
I'd like to try your bath.
Of course you would. Just speak with the steward near the stairs. He will make certain you are treated well.
Thanks. So we don't know where the... Okay, so some people have clothes. Just not everyone. That's interesting.
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
What? Fiona? A venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flushed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. Her eyes open, and their sharp gaze focuses on you. Pain? I have no pain.
Aye, if you say so.
The elf's eyes examine you as a physician might, probing but impersonal. What brings you to the bathhouse?
It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and nae to lickly.
I'd like to hear it.
I fecht in the broken stone war some 2 centuries gone by now. I left the woods of a deer for the eastern reach. I claimed to seek to protect our colonists, but in truth, I sought the glory of battle.
I like your VTOL dragon. Yeah, my little buddy. She sighs and touches her brow. Oh, we went under the water. Well, maybe he's just on top of the water.
Glory were nae to be had. Truth be telt, I hold luckier than most. The Orlands o' Ayr Glanfath walded blades that sheaved spirit as easily as flesh. Some of mine fellas were slaughtered body and soul.
Come again? I don't quite follow your meaning.
Ah, we know, though. You speak of the mine hunters, Glanfath and warrior ciphers.
Aye, that I do. And a downright vicious bunch they are.
Well, that sounds horrible.
Aye, 'twas. Oft times when I sleep, I behold yet their blank eyes, goning at nothing.
What happened to you?
One weird o' the will of the gods one, a farmer near a Boots log home, invited the soldiers for dinner. 'Twas hairst, and the crop was rowdy.
Yes, 'twas hairst, and the crop was rowdy.
She and her man devised us a broad and gusty feast. Deer pie and salmon, a stew of cabbage, carrots, and pataties.
Pataties?
Pine nuts, and the sweetest honey bread I ever tasted.
A weak smile spreads her mouth.
The Glanfathans riled the animals. By then we caught the trick, so the captain bade the farmer's family stay within. We skipped into the necht, approached the thick swine, and the arrows began to fall.
Smile is faded. Go on. She exhales a long, thin sigh.
Ah, the shelter folk, hunters and kempers bred, aimed their arrows true, and 2 of us fell immediately. The Orlands rashed us then, small and shady, visible only by the violet flames that lit their blades. We drank it that firm in blood, both sides. In the end, only I remained, standing in the farmhouse door, holding mine innards in, waiting for another cocksfeather to come and finish the work. I only lived because of that farmer. She sewed me up, fed me till I had health enough to stand. She said she owned me, but
She shakes her head.
I think we both conned that we brought the trouble upon them with our presence. The raiders had been too many a slecht a simple farmhouse.
Your wounds trouble you still?
The pine bothered me little in mine youth. I fought ye. I set flames to black trees. I took arms again, the uprising at New Dunreed. After that, little welcome remained me in the new Duke's Kintra, and I travelled northward. Yet with age, the old wounds show new depth. By my count, I've suffered 18 arrows and half again as many stabbings. That I yet live testifies to either my stubbornness or that of the gods. I ranged for years seeking a balm for the growing pine. Drink helped for a time, svev for another. Now only these baths, infused with adra, dull the agony.
What the fuck? Have you tried killing yourself? Holy shit! What the fuck? Right, you fought against the Deerwood's independence.
Aye, I did. At the time it seemed recht. Now, I feel less certain.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Aye. Thank you for listening. Few day. Unless there's anything you need, please, let me to mine water.
The woman dabs herself with a warm cloth. Farewell.
Sure.
Rare and colorful fish swim from end to end of the watery enclosure. Alright, so there's an upper floor.
It's like a little ocean. Oh, we need one of those for our ship.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your first time to the baths?
An old man stretches his arms over his head and yawns, making a show of displaying his moistened physique. I haven't been in the water yet.
The cost is high, but so are the delights. I might have the skin and bones of a retired scarecrow, but the waters bring youth
God.
where it counts.
Fuck! He studies you from under a lowered brow as his knees begin to drift apart. Oh God, there's an option. There's a special dialogue if you're an Orlin or a dwarf, which means if you're short! Oh, that's bad. Nope, you could stop that right now.
No matter. I won't let this energy go to waste.
He furrows his brow and glances toward the other patrons. Oh, why? Why? Let's conduct this lady.
I hope we haven't spent too much time in the baths.
The young woman takes your measure wearing a concerned frown. It's fine, I don't work here.
I see. My thanks for clearing that up.
In any case, we hope you enjoy your time.
Her companion subtly tips her head to shoo you away. Enjoy the bath. Not gonna keep bothering them. Ugh. What a weird.
Have you tried the bathing pool? Kira, its waters allow you to absorb the powers of the dead.
You're too morbid, my friend. The Adra Ganor uses has been blessed by the gods, and it is their blessing that empowers you.
Oh, there's our fully naked people. I was wondering, that's why I was wondering if there was any actual, just full frontal nudity. There is. Alright. This game's not banned on Twitch, though.
Tried the bathing pool? Kira,
Oh, you're
its
saying the same
waters
thing.
allow you to absorb the powers of
Let's
the
talk to
dead.
the steward.
You're too morbid, my friend.
The cost of enjoying the bathhouse's unique offering is 1,000 copper per session.
The bathhouse steward crosses his arms and smiles. His look holds an invitation, but a warning too. Why so much?
A prudent question.
Draws himself up to his full height and puts his hand behind his back.
The bathwaters are infused with hand-refined luminous adra, which promotes a holistic balance of the humors.
Does it?
Because of luminous adra's remarkable qualities, it is also a significant investment to both supply and maintain. Ganor may tell you more if you're curious. He is something of an amateur alchemist, in addition to being a businessman of remarkable skill and insight.
Next, she'll tell me Luminous Adra grants the bather eternal life.
Would that it were so. Ganor would make good money, and perhaps I would receive a raise, yes?
Bathhouse steward chuckles heartily. Ooh. When have you ever known men such as Ganor to share their spoils? Yes!
You, I like. We see eye to eye on many things, I suspect.
He lets out a bark of laughter.
A small discount for you, friend. For making me laugh. 900 copper.
Farewell. I don't need the discount. I don't need any bonus, but thanks. Okay, so we got a lower room. Did he tell us where? Oh, this is the boiler room. Let's see here. It is the second floor. Okay, so not the boiler room. What's the... Oh. Wow. This is apparently very difficult. Interesting. Very high level, rather. The Archmage Archimir's quest. Which I guess makes sense. Apparently they're not really bothered. Where does this go? This crack in the wall is perhaps just wide enough to accommodate an Amawa squeezing in sideways. The passage seems to widen the deeper it goes. Why can I only send one person to squeeze through?
Yeah? I've got it.
Huh. Squeeze through the crack, I guess. I don't know why I would, but... let's just go exploring. Why not? This is gonna lead into sewers. Please don't lead into sewers. We're not exploring the sewers if this is where this goes. We already ignored one door that probably leads to sewers. Mm-hmm. Nope. Camera shut down. Alright, come on, game. You can do it. I believe in your ability to not crash and to load this in a reasonable amount of time. Hey, there we go. Where are we? What? Why does this lead into the...
A lord's foot's and an heavy bullet on.
The wall looks recently repaired. Many of the stones are new and were cut to fit into the older structures around it. It would take an appropriate tool or considerable brawn to overcome the steadfast obstacle. Examine the stone wall. The wall appears fairly solid and upright, though some patient work with the hammer and chisels could make short work of it. You notice fine metal wires nestled among the stones in a web-like network. Following them leads to an elaborate alarm system, which should be triggered by removing the stones. Disable the alarm system, please. After disconnecting the wires from the alarm with care, the stones are now safer to move. Someone pushed through the wall. Like you. The mortar gives at the last instant, collapsing a section of the wall large enough for a group to pass through single file. Wow. I was not expecting this. This seems bad. I don't know if I want to be in here right now. The device's complex control panel, made of gems, set in movable stone impressions. 4 colorful gemstones are positioned around a hole in the center. Something appears to be missing, though an expert tinkerer might be able to compensate for it. Examine the absence in the center. Looks like setting for a gemstone. Scratch marks should suggest that someone or something pried the stone free. Examine the gemstones. Gemstones around the axis of the lock can be manipulated into a number of different configurations, like a combination lock. Vacant hole in the center of the lock is just the okay. Well, let's not mess with that.
Where's Shiny Crystal go? Butler on second floor lounge trying to eat it again.
Name to the second floor lounge, probably behind the steps of the gemstone from the lock. Okay. So these guys would be hostile towards me, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't really want to fight the imps. Let's just like... Hello, Gothic Carnilla. Thank you for the raid. Oh god!
Ground meat in the master's sanctum. Scree!
Oh no. Oh no. calm down. I just want to talk this over. Before he can say any more, the imp cups his mouth with bold claws and lets out a deafening screech that goes across the manor. Oh no! Look. Okay. Oh wow, the imp is actually really hard to kill. Alright, I want to actually reload because I was trying not to do this. And I just was exploring anyway. I didn't even think, I didn't understand where I was going. How are you doing, Cornilla? Okay, let's open this up still. Alright. Let's just do that just to get some, I assume we get some XP for that, but then we're just gonna leave. Just gonna leave, I didn't even really want to go in there.
Right.
Let's go back upstairs. Let's go upstairs now to the upper level of the bathhouse where we're actually supposed to be going. Do. Alright, so we gotta find this guy's satchel that he supposedly left by accident.
Why my eyes be open?
Well, these isn't even stealing, so hurrah. Hello.
What are you
What?
doing? Get out!
This is not marked as stealing, so... Oh, well there's the satchel. Alright, what are you doing? Get out. Well, doesn't seem like it's actually your room, so... Oh. Oh, I don't think we have any of that yet. New clothing options. Let's check out our new clothing options. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, it looks bad on him. Oh my god, those shorts on him. That looks... Oh god. Oh. That's cool. I gotta keep my sweet outfit on, but...
Huh?
Continue collecting fashion. It's very important. Hello. Is there anything out here that is relevant? There's very relevant. There's a cat. Noah. Aww. Aw, kitty. What's... Darn it. God darn it. Oh, I had to click that. That's what I was trying to click. Improves our speed, and your party attacks are less likely to miss. Okay. Oh, look at him. What a good boy. Alright, so we got the satchel. Can we not actually look in the satchel now? Oh, we maybe... Oh, open satchel. A worn, common-looking satchel, curiously light. There can't be much in it. Whoops. Rautai hat. Aveda's seal, an intricately carved seal commonly used to prove the origin of a document or the identity of the document's writer. Suspicious letter. Diagnose. It's all arranged. As long as your captain sticks to your route, our ship will meet yours at 3 days hence. Don't forget to dump your powder before we arrive. Every cannonball that strikes our hull will be one less limb we leave you with, understand? Be sure to wear a red bandana so we don't kill you by accident. If all goes as planned, a spot on our ship and a fair share of the plunder will be yours, as promised. Well then. Well then. I guess I don't know really, it didn't look like from the satchel, it didn't actually look like a thing that, like, you couldn't just put it back in. It didn't look like it had, you know, any kind of tamper-proof packaging. So, I was like, I figured you could just, like, you know, that he wouldn't necessarily know, but it looks like that's not the case. But so he said he'd be waiting for us in the gullet, I believe. Oh, no, we'd be at Poundler's Canal, which is back in the Queen's Birth. Never mind. Alright, let's go to... Oh, who's that? No, it's another imp. Oh, more imps. Look at all these imps. Need future told? Dark Cupboard has fortune box. I like the imps. Whoa. Big Shadow. Let's go into the Water Shippers Guild. Oh, CP Rosa. Hi, Rosa.
Takehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
A guildmaster in fine robes stares down the sizable blue-skinned Amawa before her. Students observe the exchange in a loose circle, exchanging whispers.
Guildmaster, be reasonable.
He tosses his anemone-like hair, which glows faintly as each bulbous strand settles into place.
I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
He crosses his arms and raises one eyebrow. The murmurs of the crowd grow in volume. Man, that guy was showing off.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool.
She pacifies her tone, suddenly conscious of the onlookers.
My patience
I said nothing.
thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
Many Huana worship Barath as Rakuhu, the twin eel god that represents the cyclic connection between overworld and underworld life and death. Rakuhu is often depicted with two constituent eels. Oh, right. Okay, we have heard of this before. In spite of their obvious age difference, Takuhu raises an instructive figure to the guildmaster. She flares her nostrils and takes a deep breath. Aloth massages his temples, shaking his head. He doesn't like pride? Is this a guy? Is this a companion?
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Godlike or Deadfire. Oh, because he's a godlike. That's why. He's the child of Nagati? Andra? Goddess of the sea? Let's say nothing. I understand what she means.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Guildmaster sidesteps Takehu and takes long strides away from the circle. Striking another glance to Takehu, the crowd disperses.
Ugh, insufferable.
Takehu sighs and smooths back his hair, turns his attention to you with a raised brow.
Did you need something? Or is it enough to bask in perfection?
Takehu grins and opens a palm, inviting you to speak. I take it you and the Guildmaster don't get along.
Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here. What I am is to blame, I say.
Handsome! A godlike?
Just so. Blessed and cursed at birth, I say. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes.
He folds his arms and grimaces. Olaf does not like this, evidently. Sounds like they put a lot of pressure on you.
The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse?
Takehu tugs on his hair and purses his lips. I mean, I don't know. I don't know your situation, buddy.
The waters are fine, I say. Finer still with company.
His grin widens even further as he appraises you. Sighing to himself, Takehu scans you up and down, casually clears his throat, and glances away. I don't mind if you look. Let's clear your throat back at him.
You have my attention, I say.
Water shaping sounds like a prestigious talent.
Well, through our connection to the gods, the Huana mold water like it is clay, easing it into an assumed form.
Grinning, Takehu adjusts his posture to assume a flowing, almost weightless stance.
We could sink every ship in Rawatai's fleet if they drew too close to the city, but some of us have gentler tastes.
He sighs and stands once more at ease. Look at him go!
Some of us see water shaping for what it is, a gift of divine expression.
So you're a water shaper. I mean, we know he's a water shaper.
Well, surely you have seen my works across Nekitaka.
Takehu knits his brow with immediate concern.
Look to the antechamber of the Kahanga Palace for my Apple of Ngati, or to the Luminous bathhouse for my Dance of the Wanton Priestess.
Well, we have seen that one. Takehu folds his arms and nods toward the door.
For as long as there have been Huana, there have been water shapers. But only since Takehu has water shaping been art.
Wow, this guy is full of himself. Have you got something to tell the crown?
Kara, I sent the prince a missive and heard nothing back.
Takehu crosses his arms and sighs.
He is a busy warrior in a time of peace, I say.
Let's go talk to him together then. Being a watcher tends to open doors.
A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook.
He rests a hand on his hip and grins.
What does a watcher do?
I watch. Mostly the dead. I mean, I am the Herald of Barath for now. That sounds impressive, I guess. He seems to like things that are impressive. I'm the Herald of Barath, for now at least.
Ikera, just so.
He strokes his chin, nodding.
I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist.
He stirs his fingers through the air, drawing together droplets of moisture into an orb of water that floats over his palm.
My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment.
He lets the orb fall to the ground and splash at his feet. Well, I'm curious to see what you can do.
The tide brings unexpected gifts. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him.
Takehu raises one of his brows.
What will you do when you catch up to this walking god?
I don't know how honest I should be here. It's a good question. Aothus needs to answer for his actions. I'm just gonna have to start.
As do many mortals in the Deadfire, it seems the gods are no different. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship.
Takeru inclines his head and touches the circular markings on his brow.
Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
He winks.
Always worth suspecting the captain be drawn to the blue and the beautiful. Welcome aboard, lad.
Seraphim bows.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ingati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion.
Takeru tosses his hair and sighs contentedly. Are you hiding an anglerfish lure under that robe?
Leave the lure out of this, Captain. I say you will learn. In time.
He winks, his eyes suddenly as dark as beads of polished onyx. Alright, so he can be a druid, or a chanter, or a druid chanter. Alright. We're definitely going to have him be a straight druid. So as a water shifter, he spirit shifts into a shark. Oh my god. Water shaping to form a whip-like entity that is capable of striking foes. Alright. Well, we can't see the stats on it. Doesn't seem good to me. Blizzard. Blizzard is fine. Water Shaper, okay. Water Shaper druids possess a special affinity with water in all its unique forms. Don't let me select members of the Mataru caste. Which I can't click. Believed to have been taught Twana by Audra herself. Gain Andra's Whip Druid spell. Learn to select Water Shaper spells. Frost and water spells is cast this way or foe only. Lose access to fire and creature druid spells. Okay. So, like, this. Can't take that. Chanter. Storm Speakers. Learn select spells at new power levels and may cast them as invocations. Lose access to all summon invocations. Well, that sucks. So this is an invocation. Oh, these are the phrases? Wait, oh, so this is also an invocation. Okay, these are the ones he gains by being, Well, I'm not really super happy with either of these, actually, but... So what does he have for... What can he get for phrases, I guess? Health restored. Whoops. I don't like that these are all in the same thing. Doesn't have particularly... What the fuck? Alright, paralyzing is okay. Paralyzed for 4 seconds, oh, it's a cone. These are also, yeah, like, these are like melee shit. I don't know that I like that. I was like, well, maybe a chanter seems like a good multi-class because you just can chant in the background, but just doesn't seem. His abilities aren't actually all that great. Maybe we can give it taken though. We do get to respec him obviously, so. Because his druid abilities are not, I mean, they're fine, I guess? Wondering whether his... This is really, you'd want to use this, get him up in people's faces. That's, I think, the problem with the Chanter, is it's very, like, actually melee range kind of shit. All these cones and stuff. So we might just single class him Druid, even though that seems weird. But interesting that he can just be a pure Chanter, even though his whole thing is being a Water Shaper. It's like, well, I guess it's not combat Water Shaping. Alright, who are we gonna replace him with? Probably Aloth, actually. Aloth also doesn't like him, so... Or Seraphim? Seraphim's not that useful yet.
Farewell and fair winds to you. If you want for company, look no further.
I must say, our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace.
Aloth approaches you looking more at ease than you've seen him in a while. Apparently we did something to make Aloth happy in that conversation. Thanks, Aloth. I appreciate your company too.
When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul.
He pauses.
I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably.
Well, you seem to be holding it pretty well yourself.
I'm glad it appears so, though I'm hardly in the same position as you.
He gives you an almost pitying smile.
The gods have sent you after Aethys, and every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you.
Not yet. He tilts his head.
That puts you in a position of incredible influence. I've known you to be a person of rare kindness.
He gives you a warm smile.
Still, I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly.
Oh, the dutiful thing that I did. Okay. That's why. Let's see. Circumstances put me in a position to help others, I think. That's what I would say.
If only more people thought as you do.
He sighs.
I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
Gives you a thoughtful nod. What would I remember? You didn't tell me anything. Takehu wants to talk to you. As you turn to Takehu, a shadow passes over your vision. You feel a tug from somewhere deep within his soul. A faint ripple creases the air between you two like a forest of ethereal kelp. Surrender to the sensation. Takehu's soul is vibrant and energetic, almost too lively to occupy its mortal shell. There's a bright thread of energy that trails away from him. You instinctively follow it. You stand in a grand hall, underwater, and cloaked in oppressive shadows. Pillars of coral and bone reach up to support a ceiling that must be hundreds of fathoms away. Chandeliers lit with bioluminescent globes dangle from long ropes, swaying in languid, tentacular motions. At the farthest end of the hall sits Andra. As tall as a castle keep and leaning forward in her throne, she has adopted the head of an anglerfish and regards you with its globular stare. Her sickle-shaped jaw opens and closes in a rictus of conflicted emotions. This is interesting since Andra usually doesn't have a human form.
A life without friction or challenge has left the boy in need of guidance.
The voice of Andra pounds at your mind with a relentless force.
He thinks himself frail, but my heart beats in his chest. He is stronger than either of you could know.
She claps her hands and the vision shatters, flooding the hall with a deluge of awareness as you return to your senses. Regarding you with a warm smile, Takehu at first seems oblivious to your momentary detachment, then his brow furrows with concern.
Captain, what say? You look a little blue about the gills.
I'm fine. I had some questions.
You have questions? Ikera, I have answers.
Takehu opens his palm and gestures for you to speak freely. Your, mother has spoken about you.
Ingati spoke to you?
Skeptical, Takehu cradles his chin and considers.
To leave her son guessing. Oh, this is my tricksome mother through and through.
She seems to care about your well-being.
What mother doesn't? You must be special indeed for Ingati to speak with words. For her people, she lays out cryptic stepping stones hidden in omens.
Yeah, well, I have literally been party to a conference of the gods, so...
Ikera, but send her my fondest wishes.
Where did you live prior to Nikataka?
The Kahunga are my tribe, but my people settled on Atua, an island too modest to deserve the attention of maps. My mortal mother tans boar hides. My father trades in the abundance of pearls and opals Atua is blessed to provide. When I was born, father called me his blue topaz boy.
Takehu scratches the back of his head and grins. Your birth must have been a big event.
Ikera, high winds stirred the vigor of the seas. 2 huts collapsed before our local storm speaker could shout down the weather.
He beams with pride.
They say the skies only cleared when I fell into the midwife's basket. Peace had returned to the island, or so the Mataru predicted.
Billy says her words are a riddle, wrapped in an enigma and smothered in secret sauce. I think that's accurate. What did you do around the island?
I could not be kept from the water, so my father taught me how to dive for pearls and azada snails. Ingati filled my palms with riches on every harvest, I say. When I came of an age to begin a man's pursuits, the Mataru reached out to the Kahunga Queen. Weighing my arrival against the forces that descended on her territory, the Queen could not invite Ingati's chosen into the Watershapers Guild fast enough. In hard times, the endorsement of a goddess is more valuable than currency.
Have any other notable godlike come from Atua?
Doubtless, I say. But I am the most precious gem of recent history. Godlike are revered as bringers of local change, but only Ingati's chosen is thought to deliver an omen for all Huana at once. Ikera, speak on.
Tell me about water shaping, Takehu.
The art of our ancestors, I say. To bend water to our will is a gift from Mother Ingati to her chosen people.
Takeyu stands tall and grins with pride.
Since devastation swept our way of life out to sea, too much of the art has been lost. Periki, founder of the guild, organized the lore of Ngati's talent into a series of postures and meditations we call the 4 forms of water shaping.
What are these forms?
Try as we might to embody Ngati's element, our bodies are not water. Ikera, this is the form of grief, a beginner's test.
Takeyu closes his eyes and sweeps out his hands, exhaling sharply.
The body's internal water is a force that conquers all. Even the mountain will bow to the stream. The form of hope, I say.
Takeyu crosses one leg before the other and sways on the spot.
Water commands its vessel, and the vessel can be shaped as surely as the mountain. The form of metamorphosis, Ikera?
Takeyu opens his eyes, which now resemble polished onyx. His smile is hungry, predatory. He blinks and the effect is gone.
The art is a challenge to grasp, difficult to master, and impossible to perfect. Unless you are Ngati's chosen, I say.
You said there were 4 forms. That was 3.
Ah, it is only by force of habit that I omit the final form. We do not speak of it in the guild. The form of transcendence.
Takeyu closes his eyes and concentrates. Holding out his palms, he bites his lower lip and focuses. Finally, he shakes his head and stands at ease once more.
Only a story, I say. Even crafty Periki could not commit this ancient form to her scrolls. It was said that our ancestors could shape the very oceans of the Deadfire. This was Ngati's true gift, but we have yet to recover it from the ruins of our past.
Alright. Let's level up. Spend a bunch of time leveling up our new character. Man, look at this fancy boy. He is a fishman. Okay. Oh, we lost our Streetwise boy. That's right, he was contributing that. Get another one of these, I guess. I have no idea. Get some sleight of hand for no reason. Okay, choose an ability. So you can't take this. Can you not take that? Can't take creature spells. Is this considered a creature spell? Yeah, apparently it means beast spells rather than creature spells. How does he have no athletics? Look at him. He's like a, I don't know. It's like a bodybuilder that doesn't actually have any strength. Oh, can't take that because that's a fire ability. Ooh, don't do that. I'm not trying to take that. you can take that. That's interesting. Sure, buddy. Okay, you have the blast. I mean, wand or scepter, probably. Oh wait, those are one-handed, aren't they? I gave you the two-handed thing, which means I should probably give you either a bow or a scepter. Actually, can't remember. Oh, it says wands and scepters are one-handed, but rods are two-handed. Is that true? I really hate that the screen doesn't give you better information about this shit. Well, I don't know. So let's get him this. If it's rods, we can give him rods. It's fine. I don't care particularly. I've not been able to use that effectively yet. Wait, what? Oh, the more wounds you target, the greater the damage. I didn't actually know that's how that worked. Huh. Oh, great. Alright, whatever. I don't think we're going to be using him as a primary party member, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh boy. Pitied is Nagati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orbs of the heavens cross her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching. Okay. Nagati's in love with the moon. Oh yeah, we can equip this guy. Can I wear a helmet because he's so fabulous? Actually, because he's a Water Shaper's focus. Okay. Ranged attacks bounce one time with rod attacks. Interesting. You can wear a cape. Yes, he definitely needs a cape. Can't wear any cool hats, but let's see here. Oh, he's got magic armor? Does have magic armor? Oh, it just has exceptional. Alright. Well, that's probably gotta leave him with that then, don't we? Would like to see what his fabulousness. Oh, look at that. Still don't think those shorts look good on the guys, but he gets close. Oh wow. Look at that, like cowboy look. He is rocking that. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Is there a handprint on that? No. Oh, well, yeah, that doesn't work for him. I'm sorry. I don't know that anyone can make that work. I mean, that's okay. It's not great, but ugh, how ugly. Yeah. Well, let's just kind of a color scheme on that. You can see more of his chest, maybe. He looks pretty good in that armor. That one too, actually. That original look is so strong. Ugh. That is a fine robe. Looks the same as the other male armor. What else did we... Oh, this one we didn't try him on. Ooh. Look at that. That's cool. Alright. Yep. Weapons are fine. Alright.
Yeah?
Warua. A young Juana holds out his hands as if to catch an incoming missile. He winces in concentration, and an orb of water rises and floats midair. Sweat drips down his nose. Takeyu clears his throat loudly. He flinches, and in that instant the water loses all shape and splashes on the floor. Crestfallen, he sighs and drops his stance.
Damn it, Tikehu, why? I almost had it that time.
Not even close. If you want to achieve the second form, you will need to loosen that posture. Spending a day submerged in the bathhouse always helped me.
He smirks, and Aloth and Shodi are gonna just hate this guy.
Did you need something?
He nods to you and shakes out his arms, readying himself for another try. You seem to be having trouble.
I can feel the connection to Andra just like Myru taught me. But there's something missing. Maybe it's my form.
He frowns to himself. Any advice to help our friend here with his water shaping, Tikehu?
Remain loose, but not too loose. Confine yourself, but spread out at all times.
He nods, passing his secret smile. Are you just fucking with him, Tikehu?
Like this?
While Rua shuffles his feet apart and squeezes his shoulders together, looking to Tikehu for approval.
Perfect. Keep at it, and you'll be teaching me the fourth form in no time.
Claps Warua on the shoulder, upsetting his stance.
Suppose I'll give anything a try.
He nods to you and resumes practice. Shodi's not gonna crush on him instantly. Not this guy. Let's see here. Oh, we can't see it from here. But we can go to here, and yes, he's already at -1. With Aloth already hates him. Chodi does it. Okay, Chodi is ambivalent. But Aloth just fucking hates him. He doesn't like pride. I have no idea what these do still. Like, I don't know what it means that...
Huh? Right.
What the impact of Aloth's not liking him is. You'd think it would mean that I shouldn't put them in a party together, but I don't know. 4 forms of water shaping. What follows is initiates primarily the 4 forms of water shaping. Rosa, what are you doing? Are you coming to lick my feet? Why are you doing that? Why do you do this? Come up and lay on my lap. Oh, yes. Okay. You come up here. Grief, hope, metamorphosis, and transcendence. Acceptance that one's physicality is not as mutable as water. Understanding that water is more relentless and inexorable than any natural force. Realization that the body's internal water can help to mediate the prior forms. Water covers Ayora. If water can be shaped, so can the world. Myru, for what did you send me away to mediate on the 4th form in uncharted waters, only to summon me back to the Kahanga fleet? Bomb must have gone off at Serpent's Crown. One of revelation, if not black powder. The interruption is a setback. I trust that whatever happens next will propel our people forward. I will sail Pariki's resolve into the waters where I suspect you need me most and await your orders. I hope that the rumors carried upon the waves are to be trusted. I would tell you to send Onakaze my love, but she knows that it is hers. Tell her that she needs only snap her fingers, and I will be her storm again. Jiraku, Master Water Shaper. Alright. Maybe the last half of the game uses Persona social links. I've never played a Persona game, so I don't really know how the mechanics actually work. The ornate basin makes a high-pitched ringing sound when pressure is applied to the outer rim. Guild Ruins. Interesting. I don't suppose we can help this guy out by... Nope. Okay. Oh, did we not go up there? I think we went up there. Oh, it's another Water Shaper's robe. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
I can be quiet with you.
We're gonna get that. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, she actually looks pretty good in that. Otherwise, it would be, well, me. I know I'm too fancy. Need to be fancy. Aloth has his special stuff, so we don't want to really... Oh my god, where's Fiona? Oh god. Now we have to go compare. Mm-hmm. This gives her more armor rating, bafflingly. She could also use this, I guess. Oh, this is actually worse than the... Oh, right, because the water shaping rope is exceptional. Never mind. Alright.
For me?
No, it wasn't for you.
You have questions for me. Speak up, I say.
Guildmaster Myru folds her arms and nods. Tell me about the guild.
Ikira, my pleasure. Water shaping is a talent bestowed on the Juana by the goddess Ngati. Periki was the first in recent memory to organize the talent into a series of teachable forms. What else would you like to know?
Where do the water shapers get their power?
Our art is the yield of the Juana's ancient covenant with the goddess. Our ancestors pledged to protect the Luminous Adra, the islands, and the tribes. Ngati gifted us with the strength to keep our promise.
What do water shapers do exactly?
We control tides, prevent storm damage, and keep unwelcome ships at bay. Of course, you already know Takehu, our prized pupil. We represent the best of Juana achievement, no small responsibility. Ikira, speak freely.
Well, let's, I guess, go hang out in the ruins. Because what could go wrong there?
Oh, hi, what's that? Yes. Need some belly rubs.
The sanctum is looking wetter than usual, I say.
Real quiet now.
Wait, are we... Oh. No, okay. It's fine. No. Okay. I don't know what we're doing down here, but, you know, we're doing shit.
What do you suppose that belly thing is?
Oh. Stone door is shielded shut. A few engraved symbols stand out among the other carvings, inscriptions. Apart from that, you find no evident means of opening the way. A faded inscription is nestled among the elaborate stone carvings. Read the inscription? Juana runes decorate the stone entrance. Ngati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. This sanctum is a covenant of our making. Only the sigil of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. Periki, master of the guild. Search for a locking mechanism? As you search among the door's ancient carvings, you come upon a stone panel that seems to protect an internal mechanism. The panel remains fixed and unmoving. Guess you can push against the door. Door stands absolutely shut, resolutely shut. No amount of brute force or pressure will influence. No amount of brute pressure will influence that one way or another. That's a trap? Wow. Why is this the ruins? It's like filled with people.
Will do.
Antidote. On the efficacy of imps. Time-worn adage among practitioners of the arcane arts avers that early wizards compelled imps to service not out of desire for the assistant, but to banish them from underfoot. And doubt it not at all, for one could not conjure more unruly, noisome, maladroit, or irascible aid. Why then do we employ these diminutive meddlers? Imps, dear reader, are a wizard's sanctum as rats are to a ship. Whether out of malign instinct or pure mischievousness, they infiltrate our laboratories with alarming regularity. Ninagauth conjectures in his Sensitivity of Simpletons that imps infest any locus with concentrated mystical influence, and accounts of the creatures lurking among the uninhabited ruins of Engweth seem to corroborate his supposition, yet a wizard's domicile seems to possess a particular appeal to them, regardless of whether it resides in a nexus of spiritual power or no. Left to their own devices, the winged miscreants accrue loose baubles, hoarding them in filthy dens as often as not established in our cupboards and privies. Seemingly possessed of an antiquity dealer's discernment, each prefers to filter the most valuable paraphernalia and potent artifacts, yet they remain pathetically inept in the use of even the simplest giga. I admit that the imp's general incompetence makes them appealing retainers. One of the little cretins may displace a favored wand of elemental power, but little peril exists of it activating the instrument and immolating your collected volumes of arcana. The same cannot be said of apprentices. Yet the beasts present a danger to the unwary, for they possess a low cunning not unlike that of Zorips and Orlans. Wow! And Orlans! Wow! Without a domineering hand to direct them, imps rapidly regress to their base instincts. As a result of their propensity for pack behavior, even transitory leniency with a single imp can imperil a wizard's entire collection. Well, that's fun. The tunnel descends sharply into the murky waters. There's no telling just how far into the mountain it goes. Oh yeah, he could just go through that, just no problem. We'll look at actually his character. Look at his. He's a wave walker, immune to water attacks, immunity to fire attacks, immune to slog zone attacks. He is a marine godlike. Artist background. Interesting.
What say, friend? The guild's sanctum has seen better days.
The young water shaper leans on his broom and smiles at you. What do you do here?
Simply a caretaker. I dust off Pariki's tomb and try to keep the place tidy. Caring for the guild hall usually means drying off what others get wet in practice.
Cannier shakes his head with a weary smile. Are you a water shaper?
Akira. One of middling skill, if I am generous. Not all of us can boast of Takehu's talent. But Nagati touches us differently.
Sorry. Alright.
The guild didn't used to allow outsiders the freedom of our halls. Akira. But how times change.
Let's find that stone door by the staircase.
A sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No students or outsiders allowed.
Bye, Rosa.
I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of cleaning.
He shrugs, smiling. Okay, interesting. The statue depicts an Amao woman, her hand extended and grasping at the air. An eroded plaque sits by her feet. Something about the statue calls out to you, the echo of a fractured soul that tarried in this place for long and thoughtful years. You filled victory, tinged by grief and regret. Inspect the lingering soul. Your vision bobs with the motion of the sea. You stand aboard the deck of Swiftwinds, where your mates share bemused, self-congratulatory glances as they work. One of them claps at your back with approval. You step back and aim a reproachful look at your mate, however friendly his intent. You know there will be time for reprieve when you are squared away in Nekataka. Something cuts through the water to your port side, an enormous shape just beneath the waves. Someone shouts that the winds have turned in your favor at last. This is followed by an enthusiastic cheer among the crew. You don't share their mirth. Eyes to the horizon, I say. You bring home a mighty gift, though it takes an unusual form. One that you pray to Nagati you will be able to keep in check. The vision dissipates and your land legs reassert themselves. Attempt to read the plaque. The words are much eroded and water damaged, but a few choice snippets of phrases stand out with clarity. Pariki, lore and hunter, crossed the length of, and back again, remembered for, cunning deal, Laphas, may her rest, guilty soul, freedom. Closer scrutiny reveals that the inscription was purposefully marred, an act of sabotage done perhaps years ago. By the thoroughness, you suspect Kith hands.
This is the tomb of Periki. Such disrepair, I say.
Takehu tuts and sighs. Hold her hand. You grasp her hand with tenderness. At first nothing happens, but then a tiny droplet of water forms at the corner of her eye and rolls down her cheek, dripping on the floor. Wipe away the tear. You reach out and draw your thumb down the statue's cheek while wiping away the trail of moisture. For a moment, the stone feels soft to the touch. Alright, I was just seeing if this changed, but it does not. Interesting. Let's try and... Do you wish to trigger it? No, I don't wish to trigger the trap that I can't disarm. Alright, so I don't think we can do anything here. We're getting through about one district per stream at this rate. Oh boy. Although I think we can leave now. I don't think there's anything else in this district we need to do.
You're a follower.
What was the, oh, this one. Okay, he's in the Brass Citadel.
Light? Oh, you mean, well, depends on what you mean by follow.
Maybe you heard earlier? I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean,
yeah.
I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly
we all know who you are, Chody.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Hey, Rosa.
Maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right.
Whoops.
Some other time.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rosa.
Or maybe I'm in need of a potion.
Hello. Oh, come on. Come here. Let's go to... Oh, it'll only take me 24 minutes to go here. Hi, Dio. Oh, Rosa, where are you going? What's wrong? You okay? Sorry. Alright. Whoa. Look at that thing. I don't think we have had that before, have we?
Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Chody.
What? How is there a sleight of hand option here? What did you want to ask?
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited. If I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different.
Yes.
But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days.
See, this is really weird, given that Adair's personality and the reputation thing is that he dislikes it if you disrespect Aethasians, and he likes it if you respect the Aethasians still. But that I guess it's, that he doesn't want you to disrespect them, but he also knows that, Yeah.
I get why she's like that. I mean, I was there once, a long time back.
His eyelids flare with relived embarrassment.
But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
Keep avoiding her. I would love to say there's more to her than you're giving her credit for, but I have not seen any evidence that that's true. At least in this respect, she is fully on board the Aeth is gone train, and as so far, at least, we have not gotten any suggestion that she thinks, maybe Aethys tramping all over, killing lots of people is maybe bad. If she can't deal with the truth, that's her problem, not yours. Yeah, look, we're running an anti-god party here. They got to deal with it.
All right, I'm not gonna hide it. Won't be pretty though.
So what is that prompted by? Look at. She doesn't. So this is I don't understand this. One, we've heard that conversation that we just heard before. Two, he likes her and she doesn't have an opinion on him, bizarrely, despite everything that has been suggested. Alright. These are really condescending choices. Yeah. Well, we do know a lot more than her, and we, for some reason, don't have the ability to share that, even in a kind of, try to ease her into it way. Takano's estate. Alright. Do the gods send you many omens? Asks a random passerby, and he has no idea. And Muhai's estate. This is apparently not. What is this? This is a church? Lady Sparrow's estate, okay. Why does this not show up? Interesting in the background there.
Hunter or prey?
This looks like a shopkeeper.
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? Why not take a little friend along? We have many animals, all well-trained and eager for a new home.
Let me see what you have.
Akira, you are...
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Fuck. I need all of them. I need all of them. I need all of them. I need all babies. Oh no. Okay. I mean, we should probably keep one of each thing. And just in case. Wait, where are they going? They're not going back into the thing. What's going... Oh, they're going to me. Don't do that, you dumb thing. Okay, cancel
can't carry that. Remember, a pet Akira.
Oh no. Oh god. It just dumped everything into... Okay. That's hilarious and dumb. Why did this not go back into the stash?
Remember, Akira.
Okay, okay, okay. 6,000. Mm-hmm. Oh, rare Dan. Look at these little pigs. Pumpkin Eater, Ginger L. Esri. Socrates. We have plenty of shit to sell. Actually, we don't have that much shit to sell. I think we can make money just fine. I don't think we need to spend money on anything other than this. This is the most important thing to spend money on. Goodbye. Where are our babies now? Are they all in here? Where are they? Where are they? Where'd they go? Oh, they dumped it. Oh my god. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone can just have a bunch of animals in their pockets. Yep, that's good. Oh! To the backpack, blessed children, says Billy. Yep. Oh my god. A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth sits upright and stares off into the distance, her lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
Her hand strays toward a sheath at her side, but she holds your gaze evenly. I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the great eel.
She exhales and moves her hand back to her lap. With me, it's usually a pit or something with a machine instead of an eel.
Akira, I am certain it took hard work to earn such accomplished and capable foes.
She folds her arms and smiles at you.
As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey.
She winks. Extremely tall women?
Ha! Bounties, you wild ibex.
She chuckles to herself and turns away, raising her hand to hide a blush.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
What bounties do you have available?
Interested in taking up the
Oh man,
trade,
there's like
huh?
bounties available from everybody.
Hi, Rosa. It's okay. What's going on? Boop. Boop. You need a boop on your nose?
Nugata thumbs her chin and smiles as she considers.
I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
She raises her brow and searches you for any sign of hesitation. I assume that means they're exceptionally well priced.
You assume right, Hunter. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out. Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
Some questions.
Passed away, Hunter.
You ever miss the hunt?
I miss traveling across the archipelago, answering to no one but my empty belly and purse.
She grins out at the city and sighs.
But this is a younger woman's game. Better that I step aside and make way for aspiring killers. Akara?
Oh, look at that. She's too hard. We don't have ones on these, interestingly. Wonder why we only have levels on some of them. Oh, does that mean they're like at our level or below then? Maybe that's what that means. We have an... Oh yeah, we have a bounty up here from...
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's the day.
You return.
So we can go to the upper floor. Gearvard. Oh, there's a stray cat up there. Oh, we gotta get to the rooftops.
If you come to do business, outsider, you are late. Your people are already inside, speaking with the Queen.
The Royal Deadfire Company is in there.
Your Hazanui and the Valian Count as well. They are in the throne room. If you should lose your way, follow the shouting.
Guard gestures toward the door, dismissing you. Alright. Guess let's go in here. We'll get some main plot progression, maybe. And then spend like 3 more streams with just hanging out in the rest of this city before we actually set sail on our boat again. Oh, we're getting a cutscene. Oh, look at that fish. Oh, look at the queen.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
The Valian dignitary aims a withering look across the aisle. A middle-aged woman with a square jaw and tar-stained teeth meets it.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
She pulls a slender pipe from her pocket, but at a look from the queen's attendant, she puts it away.
You speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting your blame in a wide net. Why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
A sizable Amawa standing by the throne takes a bold step forward and flares his nostrils at the assembled dignitaries. A hush falls over the room.
I say our guest forgets himself.
He clears his throat and sweeps his gaze from Nero to the rest of the room.
Brother, stand down.
Up to this point, the queen has studied the proceedings with an even expression. She half rises from her throne as she fixates on Prince Aruahi.
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us.
As Aruahi lowers his head, the queen slowly centers her gaze on you and leaves it there.
An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Though her mouth doesn't move, Onakaza's voice comes to you like an insistent memory nestled among your surface thoughts. I'm going to shake my head.
The gods remember the honest, and so do I.
Onakaza nods.
Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves.
Though she turns to the dignitaries, you still feel her tension on you.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
Right, it's one of the aspects of Barath, according to the Huana. Queen's voice fills the expansive throne room, leaving you with a hushed silence to fill. If it pleases the court, I've journeyed from a crippled Port Mage. Well, let's take stock of our audience before we say anything. The Valiant Nero projects affluence with his fine garb and gems. Karu, the Rawatayan Hazanui, stands rigidly, watching the assembly through slitted eyes. She seems like someone who rarely leaves her back to a door. Onakaza, the Huana queen, is all ease and comfort, though something in her bearing speaks of quiet, measured intensity. Her brother, standing away from the proceedings, cannot hide a satisfied grin. The chaos of the hall appeals to him. Alright, if it pleases the court, journey from a crippled Port Mage.
Uck, I know this one. Her parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's Birth.
Raising her hand for silence, Onakaze looks to her brother. He approaches and they exchange a few words too quietly to hear. She lifts her gaze to you once more.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
She opens her palm and waits. Port Mage suffered similar damage when Aothis passed through.
Huh. What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as
We haven't
crazy
said
as the
anything
Dawn
yet.
Star Dreamers.
She looks at Adair the way one would look at an especially rabid but fascinating animal.
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Nero crosses his arms, looking distinctly uncomfortable.
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
Well, there's a lot of ways to start here. Aoth has emerged from beneath Cadnua, my castle. He made this personal. Well, I think we gotta actually start with Barath. Relying on Barath's help here, or prestige, whatever you want to say. Yeah, Barath herself sent me to track down Aothis.
The Lady of Doors must have great confidence in you.
Anakaza's tone is amused, her expression is not.
Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain. A fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire?
Whatever Aothis is here to accomplish, I'll get the truth out of him.
I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hasongo.
Onakaza spreads her hands, calmly assured of her reasoning. There's a weirdness here of... They are just like, oh, we've heard reports of this Colossus, but it just jumps, like, you can just mention Aothis without actually explaining. There's no, like, necessary... Because of the way that you have these dialogue options. that you could have said it before, but you haven't. I have not actually ever said it yet, so it's a weirdness of kind of, you have to assume that there's some extra dialogue kind of in between the lines, I guess.
Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you. She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Anakaza's gaze wanders back to you only briefly.
Only that Hasongo is a Rawatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
She inclines her chin at another woman standing nearby.
Ma'am.
A composed Amawa stands at attention, her furrowed brow cleaving down otherwise warm features. By her feet, a colorful bird preens itself without concern.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer.
She looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod.
Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
Does she know that I'm from there?
If it gets me and Ashiza
Rawatai, that is.
diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
Maya sighs with resignation and nudges her bird affectionately with her toe. Well, that's very casual for this audience.
Ac, perfecto. Do you mean to stop Iotas by shooting him? Seri Palagina will go with the Watcher. Show her how the Republic's handled things.
Nero waves airily. Oh, Palagina! The guard behind him coughs politely.
Your Excellency, Palagina Messerai has been banished? She has been seen in Queen's Berth. I can have her report to headquarters.
Nero silences the guard with a withering look and a sharp gesture.
You should feel no obligation to take on additional crew. The choice is yours.
Did the guy... Why does he not... Like, why is... That was weird. Like, he just doesn't... What? If it was like... Oh, yeah, I know she's banished, but I also know that she traveled with the Watcher before, so... That's why I'm recommending we should send her and re-enlist her or something. That would maybe make sense, but... I'll take Maya. Always good to have a rifle on hand.
Say the word and I'll shoot the tip off a green boy's nose.
She's looks up at Maya and warbles something agreeable. That's considered cosmopolitan, and therefore Chody likes it? When she's like, I'll shoot the tip off of Aothas's nose? Shouldn't you, Chody, like... I realize you aren't, like, concerned for your god, but that's kind of, like, disrespectful.
You're making a mistake, Watcher. In times like these, trustworthy allies are the most valuable asset of all.
I mean, I can go get Palagina.
Calm down, Nero. I'm sure you'll get one of your spies in place eventually.
A lazy half-smile tugs at her mouth.
In the meantime, Watcher, I hope you'll meet me in the Brass Citadel. There's more for us to discuss among friendlier company.
She glares briefly at Nero.
I believe we are finished here. Are we?
Queen Onakaza rises from her throne, and the surrounding guards stand at immediate attention.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hasongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aothas blundered in.
Onakaza nods to you as she adjourns.
Your allies will use you toward any end. Do not give your trust lightly.
Onakaza clears her throat and sweeps the room with her gaze.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
He banishes the foreign dignitaries with a swift and unmistakably disgusted wave. Oh boy, another party member. Also, we gotta go pick up Palagina now, I think. Ooh. Oh, wow, interesting. Whoa. Weird. Alright, well, let's look at what she has as a ranger. She is a gun hawk. She gets bonus range, 20% chance to interrupt, bonus range with guns, specifically. Hand mortar, 5% chance to interrupt target with blunderbuss attacks. Oh, okay, because the blunderbuss is like a bunch of different attacks at once, so it's just to balance it out. Ranger unique to Rautai use Hawk companions to complement their gun shooting skills. All firearms receive a chance to interrupt and hit. Okay. Bird companion. The ability to fly grants bird companion natural ability to avoid engagement entirely. Alright. So that's cool. So I don't think I would want her to be a wizard. I think if she were anything, we would want her to be a rogue. So that gives her sneak attack, but it's a little bit harder to use because we have to have body afflictions. Well, we just have to have afflictions on people, which we normally should. Or we have to be flanking, but flanking is a little harder to engineer. Yeah, backstab's not really good, so we would want her to be, yeah, like why would it give her backstab? Like, that's weird, because we'd want her to be, also why would it give her, does that stack if she gets two-handed style for both? I don't know if, that's probably good. As a wizard, she just has, I mean, she's just a wizard. Alright. So, scout or ranger? What does, like, a full ranger get, I guess? That's the question. Enfeebled for 20 seconds. Doesn't actually stun. It is not actually stunning attacks. Yeah, I think it actually is good. I think this is the one we actually take as a multi-class. Alright. Byleth for now.
Watcher, while we have the chance.
Wait, what? Who said that? I don't know who said that. Alright. Let's talk to her?
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Maya folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. What's that? Or say nothing. I like to say nothing.
You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew?
I wasn't actually asking myself that. I know exactly how I did that. I said, sure. That's fine. She chuckles to herself, but there's a note of resignation to it.
My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
What if my actions damage the Royal Deadfire Company?
This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses.
Maya wipes a line of black powder from her cheek.
Rautai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way.
Takehu doesn't like that. I'm seeking Aothis. I want no part in trading company drama.
Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back pocket. Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks.
She nods toward the colorful bird of prey hopping around your ankles. Well, he does do tricks, just only in combat.
Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with 2 fingers and clicks her tongue again.
That's a good-looking bird.
Adair raises one hand and waggles his index finger. Oh, Adair likes animals.
Hey, Birdie. Hey, Birdie.
Ishiza shows no signs of recognition toward Maya or Adair. Ishiza simply claws at the ground and investigates some bugs a few graceful hops away. Click your tongue like Maya. Cocking his head, Ishiza turns to you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Maya likes resourcefulness.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
Adair nods at Ishiza, who bobs his head in response. Adair nods twice, and the large bird replies with 2 head bobs. Adair begins tilting his head up and down, and Ishiza follows it with vigorous, full-body bobs. Encouraged, Adair starts bouncing his own body up and down, at which point Ishiza stops bouncing and watches Adair with cockeyed curiosity.
Did your friend suffer a head wound?
Maya frowns at Adair.
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question.
Maya clears her throat into her fist.
You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
But I still get the big hat, right?
Well, naturally. That's your right. A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
Alright, some of these options are pretty funny. I'd get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew.
Sort it out as equals. Interesting. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
Ever stifled a mutiny yourself?
Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the weeds before they reach the garden. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
Maya takes your arm and gives it a good pump.
I've got some answers.
Oh! She's one of Kana's siblings? Oh no. Kana did not turn out well in Pillars 1. Oh boy.
Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together. Kana seemed to think that we could do more harm than good by interfering in Deadfire business. Ranganui did not take that well. Neither did I. You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it.
I did my best to help Kana find the meaning he sought.
You kept him alive in any case, while he wandered the lands in search of stories.
Maya huffs, shaking her head.
I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there.
Maya tips her head and studies you to make sure the point came across. Okay, we'll talk to her more later. Let's look at what she starts with, I guess. Oh god, look at all this now. These people all like us. Does she start? Okay, yeah, we didn't look at these things. So he doesn't like being anti-Juana. He likes being progressive. Likes being pro-godlike, sure. He is pious. He's pro-Juana. Likes lightheartedness. He's prideful. And he dislikes those who are pro-Ravatai, sure. Maya dislikes animal cruelty, likes responsibility, dislikes people who are pro-Juana. We're going to run into problems. I like her so far a lot, but I think we're going to run into problems. Lighthearted. A lot of these people are lighthearted. Provincial. Oh, well, isn't hers? Hers is worldly. She likes cosmopolitan, but this is different. It's just same icon. She likes rural and provincial expressions and ways of life. Charming and endearing, okay. She supports Rautai, and she supports resourcefulness. Alright. Let's see here. She's a marksman. That's interesting. It's an interesting background. She is proficient with Arquebus, which gives plus 20% accuracy, minus 20% action speed. Alright. Interesting. She has a sword, even though that's not what she's trained in. What's she got here? She has her armor, which gives her reduced reload time with arbalest, arquebuses, and crossbows. Alright. Which means an arquebus, because her abilities don't apply to the crossbows and arbalists. They only apply to arquebus. So that's what she'll be using, I guess. Alright, let's level her up before we end the stream. Look at all that stealth. I bet I'm going to be keeping her around. I feel like I like her. Oh yeah, stat time, yep. We're getting lots of companions here, because I'm assuming we can go get Pallegina as well at this point, so... Alright, I think we're going to get more streetwise on her, because I wish I could see everyone that's not even in the party, but I understand why I can't. I don't know. You do explosives. Make you just... whatever. So, she starts off with a wounding shot. Marked prey. Alright, there's an accuracy bonus. Then we have all these. I don't care about the... oh, that's interesting. We get the sneak attack on the companion. We're not going to really be using the companion, though. I think we're going to go like the way that I used the Ranger in Pillars 1, which was stand back with the companion next to you and don't send them into battle. Just start with Crippling Strike, which is good. Because that gives a... so Backstab is not useful. None of those are useful. This I don't think is all that useful, yeah. So probably Marked Prey. It's fine. Oh right, she does not get another one until 4th level, that's right. So... I don't know if the engagement is particularly useful, but these are not particularly useful. You just give them the damage, I guess, or the armor, rather. Alright, there we go. Wait, do you not get 2? Oh, choose abilities for both classes. Okay, I see. That's interesting. Heal companion, we don't want to do that. We don't want that either. We probably want that. Whoa, we probably want that. Also want that. So we want 3 of these. But I guess we can get one from this and one from Rogue, depending. We need the reload speed reduced, I think. Alright, so are any of these useful? Invisible, untargetable. Alright. For 5 seconds. It's not immediately useful. This is useful. Blinded attack. That's good. Let's get that. We'll get the... Alright. Might as well get pistol, maybe? Or blunderbuss, maybe? No, blunderbuss, I don't think the thing is actually... The active's actually good. Let's get her pistol proficiency. She's not... I don't think she's ever going to use anything other than an arquebus, but... Oh well. Alright, so yeah, I think we want marksman or two-handed style. Let's get two-handed style. Okay, yeah, it just counts on both sides. That's what I realized it must do. Alright, now you can get marksman, I guess. Then would be dirty fighting. 10% of hits converted to crits. That's actually pretty good as well. Maybe we want that. I think we want that more than the accuracy bonus, actually. But... Nope.
Yeah?
Okay, well, I think we save here. Oh, we got a bird now. We got a little birdie. Oh yeah, actually, before we do that. Oh yeah, she does have that. And we can give her a hat, though. We can give her a hat. Yeah. I think that's probably the proper hat, but... Oh, everybody needs a cape. Oh, that's... What a shitty hat. What even is that? A hood. It's not a real hood. She has hair very similar to Olaf. This is a Rawatai hat. Just doesn't. I don't like the Rawatai hat, to be honest. I think we can give. I think she can get one of these. This does have plus 20% recovery time, but it has minus 20% reload time. So actually, I mean, it evens out for her, I guess. So if we get better armor, we can consider putting her in it because it's basically equal. But while she has the, do we have any fancy? We don't have any fancy arquebuses. All right, like grimoire. or where we got that. We don't have any. Yeah. All right. Did we have a thing to? All right, so we have a new quest for meet with. Okay. Quest to meet with the Rawatai, with the Valians. Sail to Songo. Yeah. Alright. Well, we should probably save here. Actually, I need to edit this, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to put that, but I guess the bird can stay there. That cool bird. At some point, we'll also have to maybe look through the rest of the pets. See if there's a better pet than our dragon to be active, but I don't really want to do that tonight. Alright, so... Oh, thank you all for joining me tonight for Deadfire. Oh man, this game, again, we didn't have any fights tonight other than the one that I started and then reloaded because I didn't mean to get into it. And we got a lot more to do in this city, so it's gonna be interesting. But I am enjoying all this. I'm excited. So, I do wish that you could have 6 people in your party instead of 5, like you could in Pillars 1. I mean, only 5 is a bummer. I want a Loth. And I guess the Seraphim is not as important, but I want a Loth. Okay, let's quit this. Go to the schedule. Okay, so I should be back tomorrow night for Dishonored 2. It was gonna be Dishonored on Wednesday, but it sounds like we are actually not gonna be able to do our usual stuff at all this week. We thought we were gonna have to reschedule it to Tuesday, but it sounds like now we're not gonna do it at all, which means I'll be back tomorrow night for Dishonored 2. I will also be back next Monday for more Deadfire. I updated the schedule, but on Sunday, we lost the Heartsfire game, so probably won't actually be playing Heartsfire just after I finally has updated this image. Probably will not actually be playing Heartsfire on Sunday. I haven't decided what yet to play, but I've had some thoughts, but I'll make a decision later on in the week. Schedule's also below the stream. You can follow me for notifications when I go live. You can sub for emotes of my cats. Aww. They're both sleeping now. They've moved again, but they're both back to sleeping. Really appreciate you guys hanging out, chatting. It's fun for me, and I hope you have fun, and I hope that you will join me again in the future. Goodbye.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we